Hello guys. Welcome to our channel. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Let's dive into the headlines together. In today's video we are going to talk about cryptocurrency highlights. Let's get started. Celsius, the lending platform that blocked users from withdrawing funds in June of 2022 and then filed for bankruptcy in July, is now looking to potentially come back as a publicly traded company, with reports of a possible new Celsius token in the works as well, according to Bloomberg. The report originates from a January 24 hearing where Celsius attorney Ross M. Quesnayt shared with the court that the platform was negotiating with creditors on how best to relaunch and restore funds to them. Quesnayt added that the relaunched platform would be a publicly traded company that is properly licensed, which he argued would bring greater value to creditors than a complete liquidation. This plan also included the potential issuance of a new token to creditors as part of a payout plan. While details are still scarce, Bloomberg's report did share that the plan will be filed with the court later in the week of January 25. As first shared by Cointelegraph, a Twitter account by the name of Celsius Facts has shared what it says is further information on the reorganization plan. This includes the use of third-party services to ensure compliance with U.S. regulators. More importantly, there are also reports that users may be able to withdraw up to $7,500 worth of claims, or 95% of the total value, whichever amount is smaller, with the new token being issued to make up the remaining amounts. Since the whole meltdown of Celsius, users have been eagerly awaiting the ability to withdraw their funds with very slow-moving progress. On January 5, 2022, the New York Attorney General filed a suit against the platform on the alleged claim that its former CEO Alex Mashinsky gave false and misleading statements to investors. While retail investors are surely very wary and potentially disinterested in a new Celsius token, the relaunch could bring them one step closer to being made whole. On January 24, the UK's HM Treasury posted a job listing for a head of central bank digital currency. The role has become available to help further collaborative efforts between the Bank of England and the Treasury, as the two explore potential use cases of a digital pound. Treasury and the Bank of England have committed to consult jointly on a potential digital pound, read the job listing, adding that the successful candidate will lead the Treasury team in the wake of the consultation's issuance, including working with the Bank of England to consider consultation responses. The digital pound in question is said to act as a UK CBDC, with the work related to its development being described as important, complex and cross-cutting, with the leadership surrounding the project involving extensive engagement across and beyond HM Treasury. Digital innovation is changing the landscape for payments and money. The use of physical money is declining while new forms of private sector digital money are emerging, shared HM Treasury. The Treasury sees the changes as exciting opportunities for both UK businesses and consumers alike. However, it admits that new challenges and risks are present as a result. Already, countries from around the world, including China, the United States, Sweden, and more, have begun to research and explore the potential use cases of CBDCs, though the general crypto space is still wary of such tokens as privacy becomes almost non-existent and counterparty risk is re-established. Generally speaking, many crypto adopters have been drawn to coins like Bitcoin thanks to it being free from counterparty risk in comparison to a store of value asset like gold, which is often kept under the custody of banks, which are in turn responsible to governments. In the case of the digital pound, the token would become a new form of digital currency to be used by households and businesses, issued directly by the Bank of England. However, the digital pound is still in the early ideation stages, with HM Treasury's payments and fintech team leading the research and development of the asset. The team is made up of roughly 20 individuals who are said to be working at the forefront of technology and innovation to ensure that UK financial services can take advantage of developments in fintech as well as the broader crypto space. Crypto winter has not slowed the adoption of the assets in Latin America, with US-pegged stablecoins being of particular interest, according to a Twitter space by CoinDesk Español. Adoption of these assets is expected to continue to rise this year, with countries that are experiencing high levels of inflation being amongst the most interested, according to Mauricio Di Bartolomeo, the co-founder of Canada-based lending platform Ledn, a popular platform amongst Latin American adopters. He added that, in 2023 stablecoin adoption will hike because inflation is going to be much higher amid macroeconomic turbulence. Adoption is also increasing in the area of consumer spending via crypto and stablecoins. A recent study by MasterCard, New Payments Index 2022, showed that 51% of consumers in Latin America had already used a crypto asset for at least one transaction, and that 1/3 of consumers had used stablecoins compared to an 11% usage amongst global consumers. More and more Latin Americans are showing interest in cryptocurrencies and want solutions that facilitate access to the crypto world. At MasterCard, we are designing these solutions to expand digital inclusion and strengthen alliances that guarantee operability and support, shared Walter Pimenta, the Executive Vice President of Products and Engineering at MasterCard Latin America and the Caribbean. While the broader adoption is taking place, there are also talks between countries like Brazil and Argentina who are looking to find a common currency, which the CEO of Coinbase, Brian Armstrong, suggests Bitcoin could be a solution to. The discussions between the two countries are still in the early stages, but with the adoption of crypto in the general region, nothing can be ruled out at this point. It's the list everyone has been waiting for, -9.7 million redacted customer names. But the 116-page FTX creditor list, which names companies including Netflix, NFLX, and Apple, AAPL, still paints a comprehensive picture of the failed crypto enterprise's reach and the impact of its collapse. Media companies, universities, airlines, and charities, among others, appear on the list, a court filing from Wednesday shows. The document was filed by lawyers for the company as part of the bankruptcy proceedings in the U.S. Bankruptcy Court in Delaware. Judge John Dorsey, who is overseeing the proceedings, allowed the names of individual creditors to remain sealed for 3 months at a hearing in early January, but requested a list of institutions that invested in the company to be filed by FTX lawyers. Among those listed are media companies including The Wall Street Journal, Fortune, Fox Broadcasting, and CoinDesk, as well as big crypto firms including exchanges Coinbase, Coin, and Binance. CoinDesk isn't materially owed anything and is on the list for technical reasons over a podcast sponsorship signed in the fall that was never executed, a CoinDesk spokesperson said. CoinDesk may not be alone. In a separate filing on Thursday, FTX said the list was compiled from the company's records for the purpose of giving broad notice to and serving documents on as many stakeholders and potential stakeholders as possible. Names could appear for any number of reasons. As a result, inclusion of a name on the matrix does not necessarily indicate that the party is a creditor of any of the debtors, the filing said. American Airlines Group, AAL, Spirit Airlines, SAVE, and Southwest Airlines, LOVE, as well as Stanford University, where FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried's parents work as professors, and the university's credit union were also listed in the document. The list also names Gisele Bündchen Charitable Giving as a creditor. The Brazilian supermodel and then husband Tom Brady were famously invested in the company, even appearing in one of its Super Bowl ads. The document doesn't show the amount each is owed, but the company had previously revealed it owed about $3.1 billion to its top 50 creditors. Of FTX's previously estimated 1 million creditors, the two largest single claims were for $226 million and $203 million. Bankman-Fried has pleaded not guilty to fraud charges levied against him by U.S. regulators in New York. The collapse of FTX has damaged crypto markets and the industry's reputation. Regulators are now clamoring to set up more guardrails to protect against investor harm and risk of contagion. FTX filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in Delaware in November. It's important to note that investing in NFTs, cryptocurrencies, and other initial coin offerings, ICOs, is highly risky and speculative. This video is not a recommendation to invest in cryptocurrencies or other ICOs. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, give a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that notification bell for even more content, and let us know what you want to see next. Thanks for tuning in and we'll see you in the next video.